Hi Cancer, let's do your reading. So I'm going to show you pre-shuffle, but just to let you know, of course, this is a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is not going to resonate with you or with everybody in every single way. So just all my readings are timeless. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and feel free to look through the other readings. Okay, so got a pretty strong pre-shuffle here. I got so many messages coming through, but I pulled two decks. One of them, this Nine of Pentacles, kept coming out, and what I was getting with this Nine of Pentacles was something about being very selective. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is blessings and abundance. It could be wealth, but it's what it's feeling like. Let me adjust my light a little bit. Is see how she's dressed nice, and see how she's reaching for this high. She's not taking the low hanging fruit, meaning it's a very element of value, and not needing low value, not taking whatever she can get. She knows her value. She's reaching for the higher hanging fruit is what this is feeling like. There's a very strong element here of high value, low value. Maybe somebody getting blocked, or somebody blocking potential relationships or opportunities because of their tenacity, or they're trying too hard, or trying to make things happen too fast, something like that. But we've got Six of Cups, so we definitely have some return energy. We have Knight of Cups, and loud and clear, we got I miss you. We also have sexy lingerie. I don't know if this is I can't stop thinking about you and sexy lingerie. So I don't know if this is somebody that I can't stop thinking about you and sexy lingerie, or that might mean something to someone. I also got hold my beer. That might mean something to someone. And I got so it's a lot of energy about low investment. We value things that don't come easy. So for somebody to think that you're show too much importance on someone or something before the time is appropriate, that kind of has a sense of low value, right? So this is just a reminder. This might just be a side note. This is just pre-shuffle. It may not even come through in the spread, but something about low investment. Remember to lean back and watch, and take time to. This might be what's happening to you. I'm not sure, but also we got triggers. So sometimes your triggers will show you where you're winning. There's something about sabotage. Okay, things of value cost more. Things that come too easy aren't as valued. Think about it that way. Hold my beer, and no decision or no response is a response. No decision eventually becomes a decision. It becomes a decision not to take action, right? So I know I'm throwing a lot at you there. Can't stop thinking about you and the sexy laundry. Okay, so anyway, we're going to do a full spread, but this does look like there's a lot of potential. Does look like a return. So maybe this is a reminder about this return, but we'll see. We're going to lay out a full spread, but definitely there's an element of letting things grow and show their value over time. Things that come too fast and easy typically aren't very valued. But we have 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and Temperance. So this is, again, getting something more from that 10 of Wands. This is feeling like the weight. It feels like kind of like the weight of the world. And then we have the I think, again, I just dropped the Temperance card. This again it has a feel of trying too hard, like carrying too much weight on your own, and it's maybe, kind of blocking some opportunities. All right, so let's go ahead and lay out a spread. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, how are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Look at this. Oh, okay. Guess I need to shuffle, don't I? Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is going on in love? what came out. Okay, Two of Pentacles. So that has an element of juggling, trying to keep things balanced. Let me see what I dropped. Ooh, a return. Again, so this is somebody kind of going back. So again, I feel like this is, you're going to have probably a return, but there's a strong reminder. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is happening to you. But something just needs to grow slow and stable, right? And not be forced. Second chance here. Queen of Pentacles. She's strong and stable and resourceful. She never has a feeling of needy. You know what I mean? She can be on her own, or she can, you know, she can be strong in a partnership. Wow, look at this. 10 of Cups. So that's your current energy. It's like a lot of love. Let me see what I dropped again. I'm not sure I like this camera angle. Okay, so see, it's what I'm feeling. Somebody here somewhere somehow seems to be blocking full potential for love. With this Two of Cups. I mean, Two of Swords, sorry. Or maybe their vision is blocked. Maybe let me see, what else for Cancer? Nine of Swords. Overthinking. Maybe too much tarot. Maybe you need to take a break from tarot and reset your energy, you know. Okay, let's see. The person on your mind, what is their situation? We're going to have to get really detailed, I think, with these questions. Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. That's, you know, forward motion. It's destiny. This person seems like they're on a very directed path. Wheel of Fortune could be focused on, let's just keep going. Could be focused on their work. Four of Pentacles. I think this person that you're maybe with is very into not letting anything get them off track. We're going to have to dive into that Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is, it is fear of lack. This person might be very money driven, or maybe their fear is of not having enough resources, something like that. Wow, Page of Swords. This is our spy guy. Come on, lights. That's a very inquisitive, young energy. The Moon on the bottom of the deck. My windows are open, so sorry about the noise. That sounded like the mailman. Yeah, you hear him opening the mailboxes? Okay. All right, let's look at the recent past for Cancer. Five of Cups. Somebody felt left out. Sadness. It does look like there's a tendency to focus on the negatives, or to worry about the worst case scenario, or to need extra reassurance before that time has come, before you should have reassurance. Like, you can't, you know, be sure an investment is going to pay off from the get-go. You know, it's got to be built, and there's time and tenure that goes into it. Same with like a relationship. Like, there's I'm having like a freaking deja vu. Did that whole sound of that mailman, that truck, did that just not start his engine and then drive up, and then did it just not happen again? Sorry, that was distracting. So it's kind of like, you know, there's an element here of letting things develop slowly, naturally. Again, I've got you up here and them down here, but it could be roles reversed. It could be the opposite. There it goes again. I'm telling you, like deja vu again. This mailman, his truck, he starts his engine, he drives up, and then it gets quiet, and then 3 seconds later, he starts his engine, it drives up. I'm like Groundhog Day. Okay, so the Devil card. So you could be dealing with Capricorn, but there is an element of trying to keep things going instead of just letting them go, right? But you have a return, so maybe it's the person you're dealing with, because they've got the Page of Swords, so they look like they're kind of spying. Okay, outcome, 3 of Cups. There's that 10 of Wands again. And the Ace of Swords. So truth, clarity. This 3 of Cups is celebration. It could be friendships. This has an element of, you know, maybe your friends can help give you some clarity. Like maybe sometimes we get kind of out of whack because we play with stuff in our head. We can't believe everything we think, right? Why do we have the Moon? Ace of Wands. Looks like what you cannot see is a passionate new beginning. I just think this is a big warning not to go too fast. You know, not to trust somebody too fast, not to believe in something so fast. Why do we have the 5 of Cups and the Devil card in the past? Whoops. Justice. Things, there's a tendency to try and fix things that maybe you didn't break. Like Cancer, why are you trying to fix something that you didn't break? You know? Or trying to believe in something that doesn't deserve it. And not that it won't eventually. Okay, somebody tries too hard to get somebody else to reciprocate their affection, or thinks that everything should go on their timing, and that's not working out. So there's an element here of you got to return, but don't be pushed into somebody trying to get you to be at their pace. I don't know, what's the trickery? Why am I getting trickery? What's the trickery? Ooh. 6 of Wands. Cancer. Somebody is just like too determined to convince somebody else of their value. So I think this is happening to you. In that case, protect yourself, let it grow over time. In fact, you can just say, you know, we'll see. Let's just have fun right now. Let's just get to know each other. There is a I just saw it had the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. What's this person? I feel like doing a whole new spread. What does this person feel about Cancer? They're not able to let go of you. But see, here it is too. They're afraid. So it looks like you have somebody spying on you. But this person, that looks like somebody's totally obsessed. They're coming back. You may be out of whack because of the way this person handles things and says things, and then maybe makes it out to be things are more than they are. But, you know, let your friends help you, because sometimes we can get, God, there's just so much gaslighting and narcissism going on these days. It's almost like, you know, out of politeness, we might try and go, you know, just go along with things, not to have to, I don't know, there's just an awkwardness of somebody pushing too hard and restricting. The Star. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Somebody's obsessed. Somebody just has maybe an obsessive personality, or I just got like easy come, easy go. I'm going to pull another deck. Sorry, this is confusing. Y'all let me know in the comments, but let's see. Let's ask some real specifics. Okay, Cancer's current energy, please. Wow, I just put this card back. High Priestess. This is an element of leaning back, pulling your energy away. overall for the connection. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Apology, new beginnings, something stable. So there is an opportunity for that. But I think something needs to be cleared up, more out in the open with that Ace of Swords. The person on your mind, or the situation on your mind. Queen of Swords. This person might be somebody who has a detached, avoidant personality. How do they view Cancer? How does this person view Cancer? Wow, I felt that one, but they flipped. Look at that. The Strength card, Leo energy, could be dealing with the Leo. This is somebody who has self-control. Ace of Swords is, again, truth, victory after a battle. Holding back is going to bring clarity. Maybe the separation or the time apart is what's needed to bring truth, to bring clarity in the situation. How do they feel about the situation? Yeah. Whoa, that was weird. 6 of Swords. We're going to have to clarify that one. What are their next steps towards Cancer? And Emperor. Ace of Swords twice, guys. This whole situation just feels forced. It just feels forced. But their next steps, we've got the Emperor, somebody strong. This is, I hate to say it, but you know what this looks like, Cancer? This looks like manipulation. Somebody who tries to gain control by shutting off their love, but somebody who really isn't letting go, but kind of acts like they are. I don't like it. What you cannot see, you've got a message coming. And, okay, somebody is trying to hold a tower up that it looks like should just fall. Let something fall apart. Because what happens when it falls apart is then you get the Ace of Swords, the truth and clarity after a battle, rather than trying to band-aid something together. Wow. Very complex. Okay, what's the outcome? New love. So I am not sure if this is with them. You've got somebody, maybe you have 2 people. Because I felt 2 was really strong in the beginning. King of Pentacles just came up. Why do we have the Tower? What's the deal with the Tower? Yeah. Heartbreak. And what's the deal with the Ace of Cups? You definitely have a return, but somebody just needs to be reminded that they are not locked into one person. And maybe if somebody's coming on too strong and it's making it uncomfortable, maybe stop trying to band-aid that. Because you do have a beautiful outcome here, new love. But I do see a manipulation of hot and cold, shutting it off to gain. Somebody, yeah, see that holding back? I think you're going to have to expand who you give your attention to, because I feel like somebody is just trying to stay on the up and up, or stay on your mind and use manipulation as a tactic to stay fresh. But I don't think it's even working. What's coming for Cancer outside of this relationship? Outside of this person? Interesting. Patience. Ten of Cups. This is, I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 2 of Cups. Equal give and take. Okay. Don't waste. Okay, Cancer. Don't waste your time with people who it's not equal, or people who are making you uncomfortable, okay? Because there's other big opportunities here. I didn't pull it, but I kept also, when I was pre-shuffling, I was getting that big ideas card. I think you need to keep your options open. You do have a return, but it looks like you've got someone else that could be a better fit. This is a hard reading, I'm sorry. Let's pull an oracle. Let's see if that helps. I know. Let's pull a romance angel. I know, it's not clear to me. You guys tell me if it's clear to you. Be careful of someone who just wants to keep you, attached to them, but doesn't want to be, it doesn't have the same goals or same wants as you. Like if you want a serious relationship and somebody else doesn't, then be careful of that, because they can just keep you tied to them. Okay, that's crazy because I just had the wedding card. This is engagement. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Tell me about, can you tell me more about this person? Look at that, free yourself. Wow. It's time to take back control of your love life. Tell me about this situation. Okay. New love. Let me see what felt. Keep an open mind. There's some need to, look at that, let go of control issues. Some need to, maybe this person is going to come back and that's what you've been wanting, but please don't limit yourself to this one thing, because if this one thing is maybe going to keep you tied for a long time, and you could find yourself with somebody that's a better fit, that will ascend. Your love life is ascending. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. I feel like you've got somebody new that you don't even see. And I feel like it's a really strong message too. Let's do a yes/no question. Okay? You guys take a deep breath and ask a yes/no question. Make sure it's clear, and you can't change your question after I let go, okay? Don't settle for someone who's low investment. It's like almost like there's a trying to make it work with someone who's low investment, when there could be somebody better that's not low investment that you don't want to miss out on. Try it. Yeah, it's a decision. Fork in the road. I'm going to read what Fork in the Road said, but I'm going to let this go one more time. Sorry, this isn't more clear. Oh, wow, that was crazy. I've never seen it stop like that in the middle. Did y'all see that? Okay, let me get this 13. Let me read this real quick. 49. Time to make a decision considering the consequence. Okay, here we go. This is going to clear it all up. So that's usually unknown, but I could pull a card to give you another message from my deck. So I'll pull a card for that pendulum answer, but I want to read this. It's time to make a decision considering the consequence as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Okay, y'all, this is probably going to be the most important part of this reading. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it's an important crossroad. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. So which will you choose? Open up to the possibility of love, or to remain isolated, go deeper, and commit to mutual passion, or to walk away. This is the time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. So be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. Remember what I was saying? No decision is a decision. Remember I got that in the beginning? No decision is a decision. Okay? No response is also a response. So no reply is a reply. It's a kind of a reply of, it does not important to me. Okay, so that might be coming through here. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of a genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience. So that's basically saying, you know, I think it goes along with the no decision is a decision. So not leaving a situation is still going to lead you down a path of learning. It's still going to be a growth path. Because maybe it's just going to keep you with somebody that, you know, isn't really truly in your best interest, but it's going to strengthen what you want, strengthen your knowledge and understanding of what you want. I do feel like you have more than one option. This kind of confirms that too. You are not limited to this situation. There is a possibility for new love. But don't be coerced into something, you know. All right, tricky, crazy reading kind of there. But you guys, let's talk in the comments, and I want to hear your story. Also love to hear where you're watching from, what your situation is. Please hit like. If you guys tap the bell, please check and make sure that all is selected and not personalized. So some of the notification bell got changed to personalized. And also I'd love it for you guys tell me if you guys got the notification or not, okay? All right, Cancer, love you guys. Bye, Cancer.